I'm guessing for a lot of people, they feel like in order to have their own business, they've got to come up with an amazing idea, they've got to figure it all out and start new from scratch. But with something like Empire Flippers, you can buy into something that's existing that you can then build and change and evolve and everything, but it's there, and you just step into business ownership in a really easy way. So I think that's just an incredible opportunity. I am Claire Powell, and before I launched into this online adventure, I've had a career in a number of different things, marketing and product development and leadership roles. So most recently I was CEO of a leather goods company, which was an e-commerce business as well as having bricks and mortar stores. So that's what I was doing most recently. And then right before I discovered Empire Flippers, I was doing some consulting, doing some coaching, and the company was sold. So it was a good outcome. So I didn't want to move with the company to the new ownership. So it was just a natural transition. We're very happy here in Minnesota, but I'm British and all my family's in the UK. So being able to travel back and forward and choose where we want to be in the world is something that I aspire to. And so having some business income opportunities that don't tie me to one location was really appealing to me. Well, I was looking online, Googling basically, businesses for sale, and looking at all the usual suspects of different websites that are out there for buying and selling businesses. And I think what I really liked about Empire Flippers once I discovered it was it didn't feel like the Wild West. A lot of these other websites, you feel like you're sort of on your own. It really gives you comfort that you're in safe hands. I think it's taking the leap. I think it's getting over that fear that of the unknown, and that risk assessment, and you can do all the homework and ask all the right questions and really try and do your due diligence as much as you can, but there's always that nagging doubt that you haven't asked the one last thing or thought of the one last thing that's makes it not going to be a good investment. Well, excitement to begin with, and kind of the relief, because it's a lot of time thinking and worry. Should I do it? Shouldn't I do it? Should I do it? Shouldn't I do it? And then when you've made a decision, obviously that goes away. One, it's the flexibility, right? I really love the creative part of it. So I'm working on some new products for my business, and I've worked on some new branding, messaging, and things like that. So I've really, really enjoyed that. I'm guessing for a lot of people, they feel like in order to have their own business, they've got to come up with an amazing idea, they've got to figure it all out and start new from scratch. But with something like Empire Flippers, you can buy into something that's existing that you can then build and change and evolve and everything, but it's there, and you just step into business ownership in a really easy way. So I think that's just an incredible opportunity. I think it's about assessing risk and knowing that you want to do as thorough a job as possible, and with someone like Empire Flippers, they can help you, really assess the business and really understand, what the potential is for it and all of those kind of things, and do your homework. And obviously that's really important. But I think at some point you can't know everything, and there's no guarantees. Like, you can't know that it's definitely going to be successful, it's definitely going to create whatever future. There's at some point a leap of faith. And then I think trusting in your own instincts that you know you could make a success of it. Five stars. I felt like even though I wasn't one of their biggest, sales that they were working with, I never felt like that. And I had there was one person I worked with on the kind of pre-sale investigation, and he was just super helpful and always very reachable and responsive. It was just a great experience overall.